Good afternoon, guys. MrGannyK here, and welcome to episode 5 of that podcast. So after a brief hiatus, we are back doing the podcast, and I'm glad to be back. I've got a couple of different topics for you today, and I hope you're going to enjoy them. So we're going to start with my knee injury. So if you guys have me on Twitter, at MrGannyK on Twitter, you would have seen that I've got my knee strapped up at the moment. And the main reason for that was actually, I play five-a-side on Wednesdays. I've been playing for a good couple of years now, five-a-side and six-a-side with a good group of lads. And this has never happened to me before. I've never been injured, but to kind of put it into context for you guys, I tried to turn some really old guy, and he just took me out. He didn't seem to be getting the ball, and he took me out as I was turning, so it's actually twisted my knee. And the referee I know the referee fairly well, and I don't think he realised how badly I got hurt at first until I was down for coming up to about 30 seconds to a minute, and I was just holding my knee. But it looks like my knee actually has been healing fairly well. I think it's actually my ligaments that I've just been a bit shocked because I've just twisted my knee, and obviously knees can't be twisted into a different 90-degree angle. It was really sore. I couldn't actually walk on my knee, walk on my leg the day after. And I want to talk about the day after, because the day after this happened, it was my birthday. So the really weird thing was that I thought, right, I'm going to go to bed at 12 o'clock, I'm going to kind of say happy birthday to myself, be really happy, and then go to bed till about 9, get up, and I'll wake up to kind of happy birthdays. That was going to be my ideal scenario. That's not what happened. What actually happened was I went to bed at 12 o'clock like I planned, in pain. I had an ice bag on my leg was all strapped up, and I got up at 6 o'clock the next day because my alarm actually went off, and I thought, you know what, just let's get up. And I was just in pain. I actually couldn't walk on my leg properly, and I'm not afraid to say this, I was tearing up a little bit because I just really couldn't stand the pain. I've never had an injury with my leg at all. I've had a couple of kind of twists here and there, but nothing as severe that had to just go off the pitch and I couldn't carry on with the next half. Never had anything like that happen to me, and it was a bit of a big shock. But anyways, going on to my birthday, because my birthday was a really good day. I really enjoyed myself. So early in the morning, my mum actually had to go to work. So Mama K goes off to work, I'm just chilling at home playing some FIFA, and I actually get a message that some of my friends were taking their A-levels and they would go into college and doing qualifications and stuff. So they were getting their results on my birthday, and they decided to go to the local pub in the town centre where I live, and we had lunch together, and it was really nice that I had lunch on my birthday. I actually had a rum and coke before 12 o'clock, so I was a bit tipsy when we were walking around, and I actually, so this is really weird to say, but Mama Kay and Campbell had to go to Glasgow. So one of Campbell's friends, a really good long-time friend of Campbell that I really like, Alistair, it was actually his wedding anniversary. And it was already planned for Campbell to go there and for my mum to go there, because Campbell had forgot it was my birthday. And I was fine with that. I was like, you know what, this guy, Alistair's a really nice guy, get along with him, go ahead, you can do something for me another day. Go ahead for the anniversary. So they went up to Glasgow, and I would have been home alone doing really nothing and kind of a bit lonely on my birthday. But my really lovely second mother, my auntie, kind of goes to my rescue and actually makes some tandoori chicken for me, makes some chips, makes some mini Kievs, and kind of saved a little bit of my birthday. So after that, I went to the pub, had a really nice couple of drinks with my family and my friends, and it overall was a really nice day. I actually did a live stream on that day, and it was just really good. I was just really excitable, and I'm just getting kind of excited about that now because it was such a good live stream. There's certain live streams for me that really do stick in my memory, and that was one of them. That I was a bit tipsy. Everything was coming off the cuff. I was speaking a lot. People seemed to be excited by that, and everything seemed to be going fine for me. And that isn't always the case with my live streams. I can assure you with that. And it just really went well. And obviously, MrGannyK and Campbell ended up doing a little bit something for me. We went to a restaurant called Marino's, which is a really nice Italian restaurant. We actually used to see it, me and my mum, when we actually used to go past it a few times, but we'd never gone in until my mum met Campbell, actually. So that's kind of our local Italian at the moment. So we go there, and that was my choice because I really like going there. They have two dishes which I really do like. The Don Giovanni rigatoni, which is kind of like a ham and pea pasta dish, and a tagliatelle, which is, a lot of you guys will probably know that. But anyways, coming up to the end of this topic quickly. So I literally just finished my tagliatelle. So I finish it, and I'm just letting it set, and I feel a bit full. My mum goes to me, "Oh, so what you having for your dessert and stuff?" And I'm just like, I'm probably not going to have any dessert because I'm feeling a bit ill, and I'm going out later tonight. I don't want to feel really bloated when I go out. Mama Kay was like, yeah, sure. And then we know kind of the owner a little bit, because their daughter's a waiter there, and she always waits on us. So the owner comes out, well, the co-owner, so the mum comes out, and she goes, "Right, it's someone's birthday today." And obviously on Saturday it wasn't my birthday, but on Thursday it was. So I'm just like looking around like, oh God, someone else was born kind of in a couple of days after me or a couple of days before. So I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, it's going to be cool. And she just goes, "Oh, it's Gan's birthday today. He's turned 19. I would like everyone to wish him a happy birthday and sing happy birthday with us." So she starts singing, and all the waitresses start flipping singing. One, who I actually knew, gets a bloody tambourine out, starts shaking it and singing happy birthday to me. At this point, I am so, I'm thankful for that happening, because it was really, it was a cute thing. But on the other hand, I was like, God damn it, I didn't want this to happen. It's a bit embarrassing. But it was really good, and I actually thanked my mum and Campbell for that, because it was a really nice surprise. And I'm one for, I actually love surprises, especially when they're on my birthday. So yeah, that's how I spent my birthday. I did go out round the city centre for a couple of drinks with my friends, and it overall was a really good 19th birthday. And I want to thank, if any of you guys are watching that did say happy birthday, or did come out with me, or are friends with me and said happy birthday, I just want to thank you guys, because I do appreciate it, and I hope you guys do get that. But anyways, on to the next topic. So the next topic is going to be the start of the new football season. So it's been long awaited. After the World Cup happened, everyone was like, right, we've got a couple of weeks where there's a couple of pre-season games on, but nothing means a lot. And after the long-awaited, long-awaited return for Premier League football is back. Everything's back, and it's going to be sweet. I am so excited. So if you guys don't know, I am a Liverpool fan. I used to be a United fan when I was really young, but I changed to Liverpool. So I'm happy with what they did last season, obviously, and I really want them to do well this season. Obviously, football doesn't go as we all want it to, as we all planned. So I want to kind of talk about Liverpool's chances for the title this season. And I want to just say that Suarez's transfer to Barcelona is a very good transfer for Liverpool, and the fact that we've got a lot of money and we've brought in players which are hungry, which are kind of making the squad bigger and adding that depth that we really needed when Suarez was here. And I think the overall squad is much stronger than last year, but obviously we're just missing that world-class talent. And if we don't get that world-class talent, then I think we're going to be coming 4th or 5th. If we do get that world-class talent, I really think we'll get 2nd or 3rd. It really is. It's only a couple of places, but in terms of the bonus and the bonus for reaching the highest of places in the Premier League, it's a kind of a big difference. Like, Liverpool got 91 million for just coming 2nd place in the Premier League. That is ridiculous amount of money. And for us to maybe go through another title race again, that would be amazing. But I think this season, we just need to transition a little bit. And I think we just need to kind of buckle down, just get 4th place again. Maybe have a really good cup run in the Champions League, the FA Cup or the League Cup, and see how it goes from there. I really want us to have a similar season to what Arsenal did last season. They got 4th place and they won the League Cup, I think it was it? No, the FA Cup, against Hull. So that, I really want us to do that. And I think that's not a million miles away from us. But I kind of see where Arsenal went with it last season, that it is going to be a very hard season, and obviously there's going to be heartache for me. I guarantee that. Right, so this is a topic. So I asked a lot of people for topics and stuff on Twitter, and if you do want me to talk about something, feel free to just comment on this video, or just, I don't know. What should we do? We should actually make a hashtag. We're going to make a hashtag right now. The hashtag is going to be GK Topics. So that is my initials, GK. So hashtag GK Topic. Yeah, GK Topic. And you can create a topic for me and I'll discuss it. But I actually went to Mommy K for a topic, and she said having pets. And when you listen to that, you're probably thinking, oh, geez, where are we going with this, Ganny? But so we've had Flora since January, and if you don't know who Flora is Campbell's cat. And when Campbell moved in with me and my mum, obviously Flora came in, and me and my mum have never had a proper pet. So we've always had like goldfishes or different types of fishes, but I don't think they're kind of seen as like a proper pet. Like, you can't interact with them, and there isn't that kind of like this really weird bond about it. But with Flora, it was really different, and a bit of a shock to mine and my mum's systems, because for ages it's just been me and my mum, and obviously Campbell was coming every weekend, and everything was going smoothly and stuff. And then we've got an addition to this little bundle of joy that is Flora, who's a little black cat. And it's really weird going from that to having a pet and having to deal with it every day, having to let it go out, feed it, make sure its litter tray's clean, make sure that they're not scratching your bed like she usually used to with mine. It's really a really weird change, and I think if you are a new pet owner and you are listening to this, you need to remember that is a little thing, I was going to say human being, but a being. It's a little animal, and I don't think people get pets nowadays for the wrong reasons, like, oh, I'm going to like it for like a couple of minutes, or it's really cool. Never get a pet if you just think it's cool. Never. If you can't feed it, if you can't look after it, never get one, because I'm kind of sick and tired of me getting these, seeing people retweet these tweets which have a dog and it's not being fed properly, or it's got its eye gushing out, or it's full with blood because their owners just mistreated it. It makes me really sick, and I really can't deal with that. And I would never think about hurting an animal. Like Flora, I know people will be just like, oh, this is going to be so gay, but Flora kind of means a lot to this family. Like, she's kind of becoming a part. Well, she is a part of the family, and we spend time with her. We kind of have a laugh with her as well. She's a little cat at the end of the day, and I'm kind of sick of people that do mistreat animals. I'm gonna say it again: never get a pet if you aren't going to treat it properly and take care of it, because that just proves that you've not thought of things properly, and you're an indecisive person a little bit as well. So yeah, we're getting away from that. Pets are awesome, don't mistreat them. That's the moral of that topic. Right, on to the last topic, and this is a topic which I think every Tom, Dick and Harry have been speaking about. It is about the unfortunate suicide of Robin Williams. Right, so I want to kind of do my own take on it. I really think Robin Williams is a brilliant actor. I'm not going to be one of those people that says, oh my god, he meant so much to me, because, matter of fact, he didn't. He didn't mean that much to me. But Flubber was a brilliant film, and I used to have that on a VCR when I was a little kid, and I really used to enjoy that film. And he was in Night at the Museum as well. I can't remember who he was in that, but he was in that, and he was in another one that I've watched as well, Mrs. Doubtfire. So I know a couple of his movies, and I do appreciate how good of an actor he is. Like, those couple of movies I really enjoyed, but I'm no means gonna say, right, he meant everything to me. It's a kind of thing where this guy's gonna be truly missed. This guy he's done these type of movies that really speak to a wider audience, and I don't think many actors can do that, and he's the very few, or he's in that top bracket of acting that do reach that wider audience and people know about. And it is really a shame that he did commit suicide. So I actually watched another podcast, as you guys well know. And on that podcast, they were talking about him. And they were actually saying that he committed suicide. And I think it was with a belt or something. And he left a note. And on it, the one of the hosts did say, I don't want people to think, oh, I want to commit suicide because this'll make me famous and things like that. And I seriously don't think it's going to come to that. I think it's going to be a case of where people are just going to be like, this guy's committed suicide. He's not taking the coward's way out, because obviously no one can get into a person's mindset that is going to commit suicide unless you've been there yourself. I'm not going to say he was a coward for it, but it was a massive shame. It really was. I think he had another couple of really good years ahead of him that could have been kind of like breaking the ice again, because like for me, he's kind of gone under the radar a little bit since obviously like Flubber and Night at the Museum and Mrs. Doubtfire. He just went under that radar, and I think he would have re-broke that ice that would have made him, well, kind of made people sat back and thought, you know what? This guy is a top actor. I see where he's gone with this. I see why he's done this. Geez, this guy, we need to learn from this guy. And it is a huge shame. I really do want to just say that he's leaving behind a fantastic legacy that people will remember. And regardless of whether you hated him or you loved him or whatever, the guy was a really nice guy, and I've seen a couple of interviews. When I was actually younger, I used to watch a few kind of like biography stuff, and there was one on him, and I really enjoyed it. And obviously, I think he's kind of depression a little bit, and his suicide mentality kind of just took over, and it's a great shame, really. So massive rest in peace to Robin Williams on that. So I'm sorry to kind of ruin that, ruin the podcast and kind of put it on a bit of a down note. But yeah, that's kind of, I wanted to kind of have that as the last topic, because I want people to remember this as a time where this is a massive thing in not in people's lives, but it's a huge thing to a lot of people, and he was a great person. So yeah, that is going to be the end of that podcast, episode 5. Happy episode 5 to everyone. I just want to thank everyone for watching this, because you guys have been awesome. And if you have stayed to the end, I'm going to do a little thing. So if you have stayed to the end, comment in the comments hashtag. What should we make the hashtag? We'll make the hashtag that podcast episode 5. That is going to be the hashtag. So I'm going to say it again. The hashtag is going to be that podcast episode 5. God, I almost messed up for myself there. So yeah, I do really want to thank everyone for watching, as usual. And yeah, it's been a really good podcast. Thanks for watching, guys. MrGannyK out.